Hey everyone, it's John. I'm on my news desk here and prop trading desk. What a great day. Awesome day. Today's Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. Got a lot of news. I go over geopolitical news first, then socioeconomic news. Then I talk about my trading plan. So we got a lot of news, not financial advice. Do me a favor, give my videos a like and a share. Let's get the word out and share it with your friends. So we got a great day today. CPI numbers are out, but let's look at geopolitical first. Top stories. ABC News, is talking about United Healthcare scenarios, awful. Franklin fires the Independent, talking about Pepperdine University and Dick Van Dyke, and man, so Pepperdine University evacuation possible. BBC is reporting. I mean, this is unreal. Israel confirms attack on naval fleet in Syria, and the New York Slimes is reporting ghastly search for loved ones who disappeared in Syria. So very tough times. And then social unrest and political unrest in South Korea. So a lot of news there with potential coup d'etat, and so social unrest and then geopolitical unrest. And then BBC is reporting Syria's new transitional PM, Prime Minister, calls for stability and calm. So, my goodness, So we got the movie, Leave the World Behind, and then also Civil War here recently. So, amazing stock. Okay, the stock market just opened. So let's look at what's being reported, though, first on bar chart. All right. So S&P futures gained with U.S. inflation data in focus. So the data was consistent with what Wall Street wanted, and so it's suggesting that there's going to be another interest rate cut. U.S. inflation ticks up last month as some price pressures remain persistent. Albertsons gives up Kroger merger and sues the grocery chain for failing to secure a deal. Macy's third quarter profit and sales slide. So do its shares. Retailer and stuff. CompuSecure did grain sector, 3 standout growth stocks. Okay, let's see, energy stocks. So let's talk about what's being reported. Major market overview. S&P 500 is up, the minis up 28 points, the NASDAQ 100 mini up 176 points, Dow futures up 65 points, the VIX at 14.20, the Dixie at 106.510, the 10-year at 111-045 up a few ticks. Got to watch the interest rates. Crude oil at 69.47. Gold is up nicely at 27.32. Stay with me to the end. You receive a bonus, which is my trading plan. Silver's at 32.65, looking good. Stock market leaders. I own shares in most of these companies. Okay, Tesla up nice on a pump above 400. Google doing great, up 6%. Got a new qubit chip for quantum computing. NVIDIA is off about 3%. United Healthcare is up. Sad scenario there. MicroStrategy is up 3%. CRM is active. Supermicro Computer active, and Palantir is active. Supermicro is off about 8%. So this is what's being reported on bar chart. Now let's look at socioeconomic. Stocks are pumping. So I bought the dip and a bunch of ETFs yesterday on the blockchain. They're pumping this morning. The CPI rise matches forecast, cementing Fed rate cut bets. So is the Federal Reserve going to open, the dialogue as far as, lowering interest rates? That keeps everyone happy. NASDAQ leads stock higher as CPI meets the mark. So unreal news here. Big banks get amped up for 2025. GM Cruise exit turns focus on challenges. Okay. Google stock is active. Exxon and Chevron. Macy's sinks off about 10%. Biden plans to finally block sale of U.S. steel to Nippon. That's good news. Trump trade war to hurt U.S. farmers more in China. BlackRock's private market, push, okay, extends beyond 2024. Albertson's news again, scraps a merger. U.S. stock futures advance, CPI report. So this is the news that's being reported on top gainers this morning. Okay, we have Walgreens Boot Alliance was off. They decided it was pumping, but then got a merger news they're going to get bought out, apparently, kind of looking at that news stories. Most active stocks, NVIDIA, Supermicro, Google, and Tesla are active. Supermicro, again, is off about 10%. So, what companies here? Trending, Walgreens Boot Alliance, Macy's, GameStop, and Tesla. So these are the top stocks, news stories, got to look at. Now let's on to my trading plan. Stocks are pumping, okay. I sold a little bit of Bitcoin today at the pivot point and kind of discuss that for a moment. It's breaking out to the upside, and I have limit GTC orders that were filled here this morning at 98,660, and I purchased Bitcoin all last week. Purchased some Bitcoin as low as about 95,000, through that tranche of pricing, and so now it's at 98. So I did about 4,000 point trade. So I'll be scaling out a little bit of Bitcoin today, taking a nice profit out of it. So not financial advice. Onto my trading plan. Let's take a look at it. S&P 500. So today I'll continue to dollar cost average Bitcoin. All right. I do so every day. My average cost basis is like about 63,000, 62,000. It's trading at 99,000. So looking good there. S&P 500. I'll dollar cost average it today. My average cost basis is 600.17. It's now at 606.08 pumping. And I bought the dollar cost average yesterday in SPY ETF at 604.43. And now it's trading at 606. So nice breakout trade there. So let's see what, I'll dollar cost average SPY on the breakout today, definitely, and then continue to dollar cost average. And then my two blockchain ETFs. I purchased those yesterday, bought the dip over the last 2 days. They're pumping nice this morning. Global blockchain ETF is doing wonderful. I purchased the dip yesterday at 69.28. It's at 68.08. And then I also purchased the dip yesterday on a recurring at $66 a share. So I got a nice pump there on that. So the Global X funds, that's the foundation of my synthetic Bitcoin mining rig. And I also own Block, BLOK. So I dollar cost average these once per week on Monday. Block is looking good. Bought the dip on it yesterday at 49.83. It's at 50.44. So it wants to be purchased. So that's what I have. That's my trading plan for today. Continue to dollar cost average Bitcoin. I'll scale out of a little bit today. So far, I've scaled a nice profit out. Bitcoin, it's breaking out to the upside. It's at 99,000. I have limit GTC orders to sell some Bitcoin around 100,000 and scaled out a little bit today. And, did a nice trade over this last week in Bitcoin. So I'll continue to dollar cost average Bitcoin, a dollar cost average SPY ETF, and then continue to dollar cost average the blockchain ETFs every Monday, and then maintain a 7-to-1 ratio, 7 units of Bitcoin to 1 unit of the blockchain ETFs. So that's what I have running about 10 minutes this morning. Incredible news stories. So with that, everyone, have a super great, awesome day. Let the trend be your friend. Buy the dip at the pivot points. And so Jesse Livermore's right. Whenever I had the patience to wait to let markets come to me at the pivot points, I always made money in my operations. So that's what I have for today, the pivot points. Thanks.